Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the news conference the Hamilton Hurricanes are putting on tonight. I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Nick Pelche, and I'm the media coordinator and team profile coordinator for the Hamilton Hurricanes junior football team. And I go to my third season this year, so it's been a pretty good ride so far. So welcome. Tonight we have some pretty exciting news to share with everybody. And without further delay, I turn the floor over to Hamilton Hurricanes team president, Mike Sango.
Good evening, everybody. As Nick was saying, it's a pretty exciting day for football in Hamilton. As president of the Hurricanes, playing in the OFC and the CJFL, there's a great importance to etch deep roots within the city for our football programs. And together in the city of Hamilton with the HWMFA, we've come up with an extensive football program. Starts from the grassroots, goes right up to the CJFL. Hamiltonians are proud people, proud of who they are and where they come from. And the end goal would be to keep every Hamiltonian football player playing in Hamilton. I know that's not physically impossible. Kids go on to perform at the CIS level for different schools. What we'd really like to see is if they're not going to play for McMaster, they're playing for us, but ultimately there's an opportunity from us to go on to the CIS. Our new affiliation with the Hamilton Wentworth Minor Football Association represents a new era in Hamilton football. And with that, I'd like to introduce the president of the Hamilton Wentworth Minor Football Association, Brent Howlett, who was going to speak but is under the weather, and I'm going to speak on his behalf. And I'd like to welcome Brent into the Hurricanes community. Pardon me, I was thrown into his role at the last minute, but that's okay. Hamilton Wentworth Minor Football Association goal is to provide a program for player development from the grassroots of age 7 all the way up to the varsity league graduates, and at the age of 22 as a Hamilton Hurricane competing for a national championship. A goal to grow the sport of football with a complete coaching and player development plan from top to bottom.
Now, I would like to introduce the new head coach of the Senior Varsity Hurricanes and the Director of Football Development at the varsity level, Mr. Rob O'Neill.
Tough act to follow, Joe. Everything's right, believe me, but I'm going to guarantee everybody here that I'm not going to have as many words to say. So, with that said, I first want to thank everybody for coming. Appreciate the time and your effort and everything for being here. I'd like to thank our McMaster and our Tiger Cat supporters and our new affiliations. I really am truly excited and privileged to have the opportunity to be named head coach of the Varsity Hurricanes, and also to be a director of football development within the organization along with Coach Sardo. It's to touch basically and kind of reemphasize what Joe has said. It's everybody knows, and everybody who's played football in Hamilton, especially in the age levels that we coach, we know that football is fractured and fragmented in Hamilton. And I've always had a dream that to either create, be a part, or help develop a grassroots, full comprehensive program of football. And being connected with these two merging organizations and seeing their vision and their commitment to this program and development just brings my dream to fruition. Now, we look at everywhere and where your kids are going to play, and believe me right now, with the people that are getting on board, the coaching staff, the volunteers, the support, this is the place to play in Hamilton. this is the place to play. It's a one-stop shop all from age 7 to 22, where you can enjoy a Hurricane experience and be a Hurricane for life. Be a Hurricane for life. Now, what does this mean for the OFC Hurricanes? Well, what this is going to do is allow us to create a curriculum that's going to include terminology, techniques, drills, and systems that we're going to be able to implement from the varsity level down through the juniors and down right through the bantams. And eventually, with the help of Coach Sardo and other staff members, that's going to translate right down through the minor football system and the house league. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to take away, right, or it's going to eliminate the confusion of learning multiple systems throughout a person's career or a person's football learning. It's going to allow people to practice more efficiently. It's going to allow them to play with confidence, right? And it's basically what's going to happen is every time they move up a level, it's not learning a whole new system. It's inserting the building blocks, inserting the pieces, small pieces of the puzzle that's going to get them to their full development. Now, this is a big task, granted, and you understand that. And I know at the varsity level, I can't do this alone, right? But what I've done is I've assembled a great staff of coaches and support people. And with my coaches, I think we bring to the table guys who share the same vision of one football. I think they're very, very experienced and have a vast amount of knowledge. And I think that when you get to know them, you'll understand that these are guys that are stand-up character. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce a couple of these guys. I want to introduce my assistant head coach, special teams coordinator and quarterbacks coach, Anthony Macaluso. Come on up. Offensive coordinator, Rob Pucciarelli. Assistant offensive coordinator, Len DeBartolomeo. Running backs coach, Nick Henderson. Offensive line coach, Danny Brown. Linebackers coach and film coordinator, Mark Oreskovich, Sr. And not being able to attend here tonight is wide receiver coach Matt Giordano, wide receiver coach Matt Hill, defensive back coach Glenn Langerbines, D-line coach Dan Kennedy, and D-line coach Jeff Robershaw, and kicker and punter coach Dana Sagan. And that's our 2013 senior varsity staff. And I don't know for the Hurricanes or the Netherlands soccer team, but I don't know if Orange is slimming or not. I can't tell. Now we can't, obviously our staff, right, we've done a great job and we've really started to hit the pavement, and we've assembled and we've got together what we consider some of the best football players and athletes in the Hamilton area. Some of these players are going to be the face of the Hamilton Hurricanes, and some of these people and players will be the future of Canadian football, either at the CIS level or at the pro level. I want to introduce to you some of our 2013 recruits. Jordan Brucaleri, come on up. Santino Gallo. James Medeiros. Nathan Brown. Kieran K-Man Cowell. Chris Doucette. Robbie White. Jake Reddick. And I don't think a team would be complete without Danny and Stephen McNichol. These are just a handful of the recruits that we've been able to confirm to play for us for the 2013 Varsity Hurricanes. Let's hear from them, guys.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate everything. Also, to add to the news, we have the website up and it's now live. It is the address is HWMFA.com, and the site is a complete comprehensive football site for the city of Hamilton, and it's for players between the ages of 7 and 22, like was mentioned earlier. So for those who haven't registered, go register now. Before we conclude, I'd also like to mention that we will have a photo op. We'll probably do it out in the main lobby there, where there's more room, and we can get everybody who's a part of this in for the photo op. And at this time, I'd also like to thank everyone for attending, players, coaches, parents. Sure.
Sorry, guys, that's important. I was remiss. I left out one very important group in my talk, and that's the parents and the volunteers within our organization have been absolutely fantastic. We've created what we call the Roar Club. And the Roar Club, we are going to brand going forward at grassroots level to get parents involved, families involved. We've got a list of volunteers of almost, Darlene, how many people do we have? 40 some odd volunteers, plus Kelly Farrell, Jeff's wife, wherever Jeff is, going to be the president of the Roar Club, and we're going to try and engage that with family events and things and get the parents of these kids involved and the parents of the older kids involved. So sorry about that, but volunteers makes all this work, and I'd be remiss if I didn't get that out. The Roar Club, folks, listen to it, it's going to be outstanding. Sorry about this.
No problem. Thank you. And also a big thanks to the Canadian Football Hall of Fame for letting us use their facilities tonight. And congratulations to Hamilton Women's Minor Football and the Hamilton Hurricanes on this partnership. And the Hamilton Hurricanes and McMaster University for their support in helping us get this off the ground. Just one final thing, just the best of luck to the coaches, staff, and players for the upcoming season. Thank you very much.